The time has finally come. 2 months of preparation. We're finally heading out for really big prints. My paper is prepped, my block is carved, and my trunk is loaded. Man, it really took up my entire back seat. And I'm going to go ahead and take 2 of my rollers and the big chunk of sprayer. Let's head out. For those of you not caught up to speed, Really Big Prints is an event that you can apply for. You submit like a mini portfolio, and they'll choose a handful of artists to come and make giant blocks, and then we'll all get together, get a steamroller, and print them all. It was a great time. You get to meet a lot of new people, and you get to see a lot of great art. And after a grueling, 10 hours in the car, finally made it to the Hamilton Woodcut Museum. And if you've never been here before, if you love letterpress, let me say, this place is pretty sick. But more on that later. First, let's get to printing. And so first things first, we just got to move everything in to this nice little garage over here. And we're only going to have about 6 blocks printing at a time. Otherwise, this would get way too chaotic. And table space is already limited as it is. And so what I decided to do was to be the person who would manage the ink on the rollers. And then I just hand it out to my assistant and have them roll it out. That way I can manage how much ink is going onto the block. And my assistants, all that they have to do is just to roll it out. And I do not think too hard about how much ink they're putting down. And so, speaking of assistants, now's probably a good time to introduce them. So this one right here rolling up, that's Zoe Cuvion, one of my best friends at NIU. She's a phenomenal lithographer, and I've spent countless hours sponging for her prints. And so now it's time for her to repay the favor and help me roll up this block. The one over here with the big chunk of sprayer, that's Saffron Williams. Saffron knows her way around the woodcut, and she just happens to live really close to this event, and so I ended up roping her into this. And this guy over here, that's Kobe Elixon. He's some dude I met on the internet. He's pretty cool with woodcuts too. Before we move on to the printing, can we just appreciate this beautiful tag team dance of inking up this block? And admittedly, I inked this up a little bit light because I was worried about my lines kind of filling in. Probably should have loosened up my ink and put down a little bit more ink. But we'll see how this goes. Let's take it to the steamroller.
Think you're gonna need the bump up on his or not?
Should be 3/4 inches.
Are you having fun? Good.
Hi.
Yeah, go to the next one. Drop in.
Well, we didn't take the tapes off at the end. No crumpling though. And how did it go?
It depends. Check the corners first to make sure you're
Well, it was a little light. After putting my finger to the block, I could still see there's a lot of ink on the block, and so it's not quite enough pressure, and my ink had a little bit of a hard time kind of releasing from the block, and so I probably should have loosened up my ink a little bit more. But hey, that's what first prints are for. It's more of a learning experience. And you might have noticed that they got pretty dark pretty fast. It's a little cloudy outside, but I'm sure it's no big deal.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, but it's pretty even.
Check out this pretty cool drying rack situation that I got going on over here. We're just gonna clip our print to kind of a 1x2 of wood, and we're just gonna kind of like lower it into the tomb, like it's some sort of weird little burial process. And then the rain hit. Saffron took this opportunity to dampen her cloth to kind of help us get a cleaner print. Look at those puddles in the jigs.
Oh no.
But you can't let a little rain bog down your printing event. And so, using the power of my slaves, printing volunteers, we're just gonna brute force a spoon print before the rain stops. And admittedly, I've never really spoon printed anything. For the most part, I think I'm the type of person to build a press before I would ever try and resort to spoon printing, for whatever reason that is. But, it wasn't that bad. Maybe it was the number of people helping me out, but, we made it the most of it. It turned out pretty well. It only took like 4 people 30 minutes to spoon print this.
Okay. Yeah, boy. Oh, that looks so good. Hey, nice and dark.
It only took like 30 more minutes than normal.
Yeah. Little stars or like embers from the weird.
Yeah. That's a goal. And with the rain clearing up, we could finally go back outside. After we wiped everything down first. We need a ShamWow.
Yeah. But with the power of ShamWow, it's a hard cut and it's dry. Oh, me for real, for real. Round 2.
Let's get back to steamroller in. With a little bit of plastic to kind of keep our block from getting wet.
Do you need help? Hey! That looks promising.
Better. Not quite solid.
Oh, wow. All right. It looks like it's skipped a little bit. Wow. Juicy.
I think we ended up having enough time to print about 5 prints or so. Now, printing for 4 hours can get pretty tiring, so it's break time for us.
Oh crap. I feel like I remember that.
It's sweet as hell. Oh, it's a video. What are you gonna...
Like the gray one?
Did you get anything?
No. We wanted, look at this brown thing.
No, I get this really weird jack.
I love
What the hell is
it? I don't know what he is.
Hey, look at this lake. Ask the Hamilton. Let's go ahead and see what everyone's still up to. Nice. Oh, that's beautiful.
The winner. After all that fuss.
Unbelievable.
Okay, that's great.
All those prints.
Ooh, yeah.
Kobe, what's your piece about?
They're drier than I thought they'd be too.
I don't know.
Saffron, what do you think this piece is about?
It's about the joys of carbonation.
Honestly.
Oh yeah.
Limoncello.
Yeah, what's the title? Where's the
I'm
title,
working on
Kobe?
that. I'm working on that. You guys are help.
Anyway, let's go get some dinner. If I took like one of each, no.
You're trained.
All of them.
Amen. Amen.
I'm eating better than this.
You're embarrassing me. You gonna eat the lettuce or what? I thought you said you're gonna eat the lettuce.
Oh, it slaps? It sucks.
And of course, no trip up out here would be complete without a little walk around the museum. That's my reflection.
I really like these.
The borders.
I want like a wrist tattoo on the borders.
Actually, that'd be pretty cool. Which one would you do?
I really like that one. That one or like the floral ones. I don't have enough wrist room though with my fish. Which one would you get? These are all pretty cool.
It's a tough choice. I actually kind of like. I don't know. Maybe that's too bad. Maybe I'm a sucker for like black areas with white lines.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is. Or belt sander. Okay, that's probably how they get it to thickness. Yeah, the sanding machine.
I don't think that's what it's supposed to look like. 96. Wow. I would engraving not died back then.
Ooh, I like this. This typeface. I want it. I wish. Probably cost like $1,000 for a set of that. Oh, look how tiny this Gelsey is.
Wait, there's an even. Dude, there's one over there that I was like.
My friend Greta, we went to Kansas City to go pick up one of these. I wonder if she still has it. This is a press that I got for my friend. I got it for $10.
$10?
Some dude was selling it at his garage. He didn't want it anymore. He was gonna start. He was like a graphic designer, and he wanted to like do card business. Tiny little Sigwalt.
Oh, it's adorable. What's that machine? You type it and does it put the
Yeah. So
puts it in place?
it's the molds. So you type it and it puts the molds in place, and then it spits out lines of type. And then when you're done, you just put the lead back into the vat.
Oh,
And
they,
then
they literally mold it.
so there's a lead bar up there. Look at that nice handle though for the top.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Damn, they got that image pretty seamless though. I'm not gonna spoil the whole museum for you, so let's go look for my prints and finally drive back home. There's definitely a lot of things I could have done better, like not quite so much black space and not that giant white chunk of carved out area, and probably a little bit of tack reducer in my ink, but you live and you learn. It was a pretty good time for my first steamroller print event. I'm surprised how much detail I got out of this piece, and I think I'm pretty happy with it overall, even though I didn't really get a perfect print. It was a great trip overall. I had to meet lots of people, see lots of great prints. I don't know what else you could want out of a trip. And now, my house gets to smell like ink as I let all of these prints dry. Hopefully a fun print event will come up soon, but until then, we'll just keep printing. Bye!
Sorry. Oh, it's your video. Shit. Well,
Damn. Damn, look at all those eggs.
There
You
were
weren't
more.
lying about that.
That's only like half I ate.
What do you got in here?
This is my press. Here, hold on.
You could crush some fingers with this.
I have crushed my own fingers moving it.
I'm happy.
We walked down there and they're playing.